Hi English learners, welcome. I'm English teacher KBob, and today we're going to learn the real sounds of the English alphabet, not just their names. So, first, we'll talk about why phonetic sounds matter. After that, we'll break down the alphabet letter by letter and talk about some of their sounds. After that, we'll talk about the vowels, the short and the long vowels. After that, we'll talk about some common challenges and tips. And finally, we'll talk about practice and next steps. So let's get started, shall we? If you're learning English, you already know the alphabet, A, B, C, and etc. But did you know that the names of the letters are not how we say them in words? For example, the letter A says A, but it also sounds like a, as in apple. That's a phonetic sound, and learning phonetic sounds helps you to read, speak, and understand English better. So let's break down the alphabet letter by letter with some examples. So A says its own name as A, as in words like ace or race, but it also has a short sound, a, as in apple. B for ball, b. C makes two sounds. There's a soft C, which sounds like the letter S, and there's a hard C that sounds like the letter K. So the hard C, cat. The soft C, scent. The letter D, as in dog. The letter E has two sounds. It says its own name, E, as in the word eat, and the short sound, as in the word bed. F for fan. The letter G makes two sounds. It has a soft sound, j, as in giant, and a hard sound, g, as in go. The letter H, but H has different sounds depending on how it's used in a word. But if it starts with an H, it's like in hat or hot. The letter I says its own name in words like ice, ice. It has a short sound, I, as in sit. J, j, as in juice. K, as in kite. But sometimes K doesn't say anything. It's completely silent. Letter L, like in lemon. Letter M, as in milk. The letter N, as in nose, The letter O, says its own name, O, as in open, and it has a short sound, as in hot. The letter P, as in pen, but sometimes P is completely silent. The letter Q, qua, but Q usually always has a U after it to make the sound qua, as in queen. The letter R, as in red. The letter S, as in sun. The letter T, as in table. The letter U, long sound, says its own name. U, as in use, but it has a short sound, as in sun. The letter V, as in van. The letter W, as in water, but W makes different sounds depending on where it is in the word. The letter X, I don't think I know of at least one, but usually X is in the middle or the end of a word to make sounds like the word box or fox or fix. The letter Y. Y has all kinds of different sounds, but if it starts with the letter Y, it makes the sound yeah, as in yes or yellow. But if it's in the middle or the end of a word, it could sound like the letter I, as in fly. And then there's the letter Z, as in the word zoo. So that's all 26 letters and at least some of the sounds that they make. So let's talk a little bit about vowels. There are 5 vowels. A, E, I, O, U, and all English words must have a vowel, at least a vowel sound. So A, and all vowels make at least two sounds. Some make more than that, but they all say their own name. So A says A in words like cake, and it also has a short sound, ah, as in cat. E says its own name in words like eat, and it has a short sound, eh, as in bed. I says its own name in words like ice, but it also has a short sound, I, as in or sit. And O says its own name, O, as in words like go, and it has a short sound, ah, as in long. But it also, when you have O, two O's together, it sounds either like for book or look, or ooh, like in boot. And then there's the letter U, which says its own name, U, as in cute or use. And it also has a short sound, as in cup. So don't worry, you'll get all this with practice. It takes time. Okay, so let's talk about some of the common challenges and tips. So English spelling isn't always phonetic. Remember, English is a crazy language. So silent letters, like the letter K in knife, K-N-I-F-E. The K is completely silent. There are plenty of words like that. The letter B is sometimes silent in the word comb or tomb. T-O-M-B spells tomb. The B is completely silent. There are lots of homophones in English. So the words like the word pear, P-E-A-R, that's a fruit that you eat. But P-A-I-R, which also says pear, that means two. Mean completely different things, but they sound the same. Then there's the crazy sound of the letters O-U-G-H that make several sounds. For instance, T-H-R-O-U-G-H spells through. R-O-U-G-H spells rough. C-O-U-G-H spells cough. T-H-O-U-G-H spells though. They're all different. They look very much the same. Just take your time and practice the sounds, not just the spellings. It does take time. So now it's your turn to practice. Download the free worksheet on my website. There's a link in the description. Or get the full alphabet and phonetics lesson from my store, my TPT store. Perfect for teachers or for self-study. And if you want to improve even faster, check out one of my favorite tools like italki or Rocket Languages. There are links in the description. And don't forget to subscribe for more English tips. And I'll see you in the next lesson. Have a good day. Bye.